I will. All right. Xin chào. What's up, everybody? So today we're gonna shoot a video that is 5 things I really like about Vietnam and beyond 5 things I really like about Vietnam. The pros far more outweigh the cons. You know, some Viets got on me for the things I don't like about it. I was just being truthful. Like, I wasn't complaining. I almost never complain about Vietnam. So you can't have a pros all the time and not list what some of the cons are. So yeah. And the reason why I choose to shoot on Nguyen Street is because it's quiet and I can control the mic and we can have crispy audio when we do these videos. Once I get an external microphone, we'll do a lot of these just walking around all over Saigon. And I live in D1, so it's easy for me to walk here. And I like to walk to get the steps in. So yeah, I said I would do a little bit of face camera since we've been doing so much of shooting other stuff. So that's what we're doing right now. So yeah, let me first say, the first thing I really love about Vietnam, and to be directly to the point, is it's super cheap. You know, that's what's great about it. You know, I lived in LA where rent was like $2,000 to $4,000. I was there at the height of the housing market. So yeah, to be here and to come and get an apartment that was just as good as where I was at in Venice for $500 to $600 a month, you could already sign me up there. I mean, it's such a pro here. The food, I mean, all that stuff. We'll continue on with the list, but just the sheer cheapness of living and all that is the #1. So we've looked at my mug for 2 minutes, so let's switch her back. They're shooting a ramen noodle commercial over here. The second thing is the price of food is super cheap. If you love Viet food and you eat Viet food all the time, you're gonna be really set up. You're gonna be in good hands with the food. I mean, you can eat food for as cheap as $2 a day. I know there's lots of vloggers that are like, how much can $10 a day buy me in food, that have already covered those videos, so that's why you don't see me do that. But I mean, you could eat for $5 a day if you just had like banh mi and pho. I mean, maybe even cheaper than that, like $3. You know, a banh mi can be as cheap as 20K. Pho can be as cheap as 35K. I mean, you're talking $1 to $2. So highly affordable on the pricing. So yeah, the food's cheap. Thirdly, for me, it's cheap to get anywhere internationally in Asia here. It's very, very feasible to get anywhere cheaply in Asia. And that's awesome. I mean, you know, the plan for my thing was already to be off to Korea and already off to Japan once or twice now, but you know, we're a year into COVID and nothing I can do about it. So I just make the best of it and shoot content here and have a good time doing what I do here. So yeah, I mean, you can travel so cheap to these countries. You know, before COVID, I could get a round trip flight to Japan for $300 to $500. Same with Korea. So can't beat that. Hong Kong round trip was like $140 to $100, depending on what day of the week and stuff. So it's awesome because the price, it's great to home base out of here. So if you want to be a traveler and you want to, like Thailand, the Thailand round trip I think is $150, $200 as well. Really affordable. So yeah, you can't beat the prices for travel. I mean, it's awesome. #4, the women. I'm just gonna put it out there. And if I don't know about women from America or Westerner dating men here, but I can tell you the women are pretty awesome here. Dating is awesome here. It's easy to do. You could easily line up a date every single night when you're single here, if you're somewhat good looking of a guy and have some kind of speaking verbal game. So yeah, that's a awesome thing to have here. I mean, you can't beat it. Domestic travel would be the 4th thing. It's really awesome to domestically travel here. It's super cheap. You know, a flight to Phuket, I think it was like $40. A domestic flight can be anywhere $40 to $150 round trip. So I mean, not bad at all. And the airlines are pretty nice, to be honest with you. Yeah, I really enjoyed the airplane we took to Phu Quoc, and I think it was $60 per person round trip, I want to say. Something along those lines. I want to say that. Yeah, so to continue on with the travel thing, the hotels are cheap. You could choose to stay at a $50 a night hotel, or you could stay at like a $12 a night hotel. The in-between balance I found is around $20. It'll get you a quality hotel that's not all banged up, that's not used for boom boom rooms. And yeah, so for 20 bucks a night, you can get a pretty nice hotel anywhere you really go all over the whole country. And you've got all these cool destinations to travel to interior of Vietnam. I mean, you can go to Hanoi, you can go to Da Nang, you can go to Dalat, you can go to Sapa, you can go to Hoi An. I mean, so many cool places to see here that it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I really, really love it here. You know, and the number 5, the diversity of the food you can get here. You can get Japanese food, you can get American food, you can get whatever kind of food you want from any country that I can pretty much think of. Australian food, I mean, every country that I know of has some kind of food here, or some person that's moved there from that country and set up shop. The cost of things is so much more affordable. You know, like a beer is $20K. You can get a tall boy Red Horse for $27K. That's what, $1.05? I mean, awesome. You know, you can get a tea drink for like 89 cents, 90 cents. You can get a sandwich out of the Circle K over here for like $1, and it's delicious. It's a delicious sandwich. And there's just so much fun things to do here. The nightlife is really great. The dating we covered. The nightlife's really good. Transportation's pretty awesome. Even though it's a super congested city in Saigon, it still works very well. If you're too scared to drive, you can just take a Grab and he'll drive you, and it's pretty efficient. I mean, these things are really awesome. If you're somebody that is tight on money, or that's even cheap, this is the place for you. It's got you. I know a couple cheap friends, man. They can't get it out of their head, and they love it here because they can be super frugal and cheap. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do it. The people are really nice. We covered the women, but the people in general are all just super, super nice. Switch it to my face here. Yeah, the people are super, super awesome. I mean, I haven't had, do down a little here. Yeah, there we go. Look a little bit more at my face. Xin chào. Hello. The people here, though, are pretty much awesome for the most part. Like, I would say, like, I found some things rude, but it's like American things that we find rude, like line cutting and shit like this. And it's just because they don't have that kind of thing that we have, you know? So I don't take it personal. It's just how it is. But for the most part, if you like, I got lost trying to find that last orphanage. I got super lost. It was like in some catacombs of some streets. And I just kept showing each place like little coffee shop or wherever in these back alleys, like where I was at. I was like, where's this pagoda? And I kept showing them the pagoda. A lady every time, she was like giving me fluent instructions in Vietnamese and like trying to point. I mean, they gave it their best go every single time. Extremely helpful, extremely nice. Yeah. Viet people have a big heart. They're kind, they're generous. They'll take you out and party. Like, I find this to be in a lot of countries though, and it's kind of how your personality is. Like when I'm in Seoul, I meet business guys every night I'm out, and they're like, let's go drink, and we go pound per pound drinking, like literally all night long, and they won't let you pay for shit. Like I have a friend out there that is high up in Citibank, and every time we go out, he will call the places, he'll plan out the night and call the places ahead of time and put it on his credit card, so I can't even have an opportunity to pay. Yeah, I haven't seen that here, but they try to pay. Like when I met friends in Bui Vang, they would try to pay for stuff, and which is cool. I mean, The other thing is they're gonna have a metro system here within a year. And that metro system is gonna make shit a whole lot easier to get around, to travel, to do things. I personally can't wait for the metro system. I don't mind the traffic, I don't mind driving. It's still, you know, you're taking a risk every time you go out. It's not the most deadly, it's not their #1 deadly killing thing, which I've been saying, which I messed up on. I'm gonna amend that now. It's in like the top 5 things though. It's a leading cause of death in Vietnam every year. This year it's like in the top 5. Last year it was in the top 8. So it's a factor, but we're not talking about that right now. Let's swing the camera about. We're trying to do a mix of 50-50 of my ugly mug and the rest of what we're seeing here. Here we go. Not turning, oh wait, hold on, I'm on follow mode. Huh. Well, I think we're just gonna have to rest this one on my face for the rest of the way because I can't pivot her back around. I thought it was 3 clicks to switch it around. Let me see here. There we go. All right. Now we're back on the good stuff. Let's switch the mode. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to miss anything because people will just tear me up in the comments if I missed anything about what I really like about Vietnam, what's awesome about it. I mean, we covered the people. The produce is great. You have access to, if you're a vegetarian, you're good to go. They've got anything you need here. You know, there's so many wet markets. Just over here behind this building, there's the Nguyen walking street market. And I shot a video buying seafood there for Win that I'll upload tomorrow. So, I mean, it's a good environment. I'm a 1.5 years in and I still have all the love I had the day I got here. And some places where you move, you can fall out of love with it pretty quickly once you let the bustle and grime of everything get to you. What other pros are there? I don't want to ramble on, but I don't want to miss anything. We can't miss anything. This is a cup of noodles. Let's go to the cup of noodles photo shoot while I'm debating if I missed anything. So yeah, they bought all this out to shoot a cup of noodles commercial. I kid you not, like instant ramen noodle commercial. Let's try to go around and I'll kind of show you the flash dance thing they're trying to do. They're doing like a flash mob type dealio thingy. Yeah, domestic travel is amazing. Like I said, there's so much to explore here that I don't feel bad that I'm stuck here and haven't been able to go to Japan and Korea yet, you know? Eventually, once all this storm system's over, I'm gonna go up to Da Nang and then I'll hang out in Da Nang for a week. And then after Da Nang, I'll go to Hanoi for a week. And probably when I'll go to Hoi An as well. I plan to go to Sapa. You know, I plan to go a lot of places. Maybe Mekong will be first. I think Mekong Delta will be first. But there's so much good things here. And the culture is, another great thing is the culture is pretty awesome here. You know, for the most part, they're super family orientated, which is good. There's lots of strong morals and ethics inside of the family unit, shall we say. There's a generator to power everything. They bought a lot of shit out for a couple noodles for video. Oh, this was the chick just taking pictures here. She was the main chick on the cup of noodles thing. She was jumping on the noodles, all kinds of shit. I can't think of too many other things. Yeah, they have like some little flash mob thing going here. They're taking a break, maybe? Rest? Oh, they got a little kid even. I think they just grabbed random people in the crowd. These don't look like professionals. Hi! Yeah, I love the diversity of food. If I want to go out and have sushi, I can go to Japantown and have sushi. If I want to go have Korean barbecue, I can have Korean barbecue. If I want to have Japanese barbecue, I can have a Japanese barbecue. If I want a really good pizza, I can go to Pizza Logic and have a pizza. If I want a really good burger, I can go to Soul Burger and get a good burger. If I want good Italian food, I can get good Italian food. I mean, like literally any kind of food you can think of, they have it here. Shopping's also good. They have H&M. They have all that stuff. Clothing is just generally cheaper here. H&M is online with prices, you know, anywhere around the world. But I mean, you have access to all that stuff here, so. Huh?
That's 10. That's 10 now.
Oh, come on. Trying to offer me Wrigley's gum. I think he's trying to sell it to me. So yeah. In closing, I would say that the pros here heavily outweigh most of everything. I'm sure I've left out a lot of stuff. They're super dog friendly here too, which is awesome. They love dogs here. They treat them pretty good for the most part. I'm sure I left stuff out. I tried to free spin it and go with what came to mind at the time. So apologies if I left anything out that's great about Vietnam. Leave it in the comments. Oh, I got one more, the weather. Ha! In Saigon, the weather is amazing. I mean, if you don't like super hot and humidity for 7 months out of the year, then 9 months out of the year, maybe you might not love Saigon as much as I do, but I grew up in Florida in the summer, every summer, so humidity and 95-degree weather is no big deal for me. But it's almost always really nice out. The weather's great, the sun's almost always shining. The rainy season's usually only a couple months out of the year, 3 months at tops. This is their biggest rainy season in like forever, like 30 years or something they're saying. So yeah, I think now we've fully covered everything I could actually think of without like rambling on and trying to make more content. So yeah, these are the things I really love about Vietnam. If you're thinking of moving here, I highly recommend it. Start planning now. Watch a lot of my videos. I help you in a lot of different aspects on how to plan to move here. So yeah, all right, peace.